Hello and welcome to this very special episode of Fours and Sixes. Ashwin has not yet got 500 wickets, but we anticipate that he will get 500 wickets as long as he stays fit, either in Rajkot or in Ranchi or in Dharamshala. If he doesn't get 500 by Dharamshala, then India would have probably lost the series by then. He's on 499 now. As always, I have Gomesh with me to look back on what has been a really special career for a lot of reasons. And let's face it, Ashwin has been a really polarizing figure. He's somebody who became an IPL champion before he made his Test debut. He's somebody who was a World Cup winner who made his Test debut. He started off really late. I think he made his debut when he was a 24, 25-year-old.
Yeah.
That has unheard of in serious Indian spin prodigies. Harbhajan was a teenage debutant. Kumble, I think, made his debut when he was 20, 21.
Yeah.
Just describe Ashwin.
I think I don't see anyone achieving what he has done going forward for India. It's as simple as that. I'm not sure if he'll get closer to Kumble, which is still another 100 wickets away, 119 wickets away. But I don't see anyone doing what Ashwin has done in red ball cricket for India. Any spinner to come in and play as long as he have to push the boundaries, despite not being the first choice spinner. Sometimes even at home he has had to miss matches, and especially when gone abroad. And he also had a bad run of luck when he started. Like, he started with a bad Australia tour, and that's tour that was bad for everyone. The only thing that keeps getting highlighted is Ashwin's numbers. But look at the other bowlers over there in the team. They are nowhere near the realm of being in the same length as what Ashwin has achieved. And he's just an artist with what he has done on the field. Like, you can't help but be in awe of how he has pushed the boundaries with his skill, and also it's insane the kind of cricket nerdness that he has at some level. But I think without that, there would be no Ashwin.
Is it fair to say that somehow Ashwin has been portrayed by even the media? I want to add here, but by the media as this sort of person who looks like he has a chip on his shoulder, who seems like he wants to pick up fight, and at Vizag he really wanted to pick up a fight with everybody for whatever reason.
Yeah, I think it's same for a lot of elite athletes, especially someone who is achieving as much as Ashwin has. Any elite athlete who has achieved half as much as.
First up, when we're discussing about Ashwin's final, is it even fair to talk about what makes Ashwin Ashwin? I mean, without the off-field stuff, Ashwin wouldn't be Ashwin. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And also, that's what I'm saying. It's this argument applies for any elite athlete. Take Virat Kohli, take Rohit Sharma, take David Warner. This is an argument that applies for any elite athlete who has achieved at the highest level. But with Ashwin, it's also probably because the kind of craft he's involved in. And with batters, generally not the case. With fast bowlers, we are always in awe of it, because as Indian cricket fans and Indian cricketing fraternity, we have not had a lot of fast bowlers who have rocked the world. But with Ashwin, he's an off spinner. We have seen India is known for the legendary spinners that they have produced, and some of the pitches that India have had is added to it, and also. And it's not just media fraternity, let's be honest, some of the cricketing fraternity as well comes into this argument. But I think he has made peace with it. I still remember the point where he made peace with, I think it's probably the Ranchi test against South Africa in 2019, where he had a match-winning spell, and he spoke about how he felt like he still had a point to prove, and that's after the 2018-2019 BGT win. I think he made peace with where his body is, because he's not he's not one of those extremely athletic, stereotypical athletic figures. But I think none of it matters. Like, the numbers are out there; they don't lie, and we can see what he does with his craft. So, polarizing opinions, I don't think he cares. I don't think anybody should, because he's winning matches for India. He's arguably one of the greatest all-rounders India has produced when it comes to Test cricket. So
I mean, not many have taken 500 wickets in 500s.
Yeah, and I think
Has anybody ever done that in Test cricket? I'm not really sure.
yeah, he's yet to take 500. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true. That's true. Just your favorite Ashwin spell or memory or wicket, and we'll wrap the show with that.
I think a lot of people will have the Chennai 2021 against England. That was some sort of homecoming. But for me, I think my memory goes back to the 2013 Chennai Test against Australia, where Nathan Lyon took 7 wickets and Dhoni scored a double hundred. But Ashwin was just all over. He was just making a mockery out of the Australian team, and it was one of those videos. I think back then the highlights package past Star Sports was not what it is today. It was not a beast as it is today. So back then, small clips used to come on YouTube. I used to keep watching. Like, is that series that's where I think was started the making of Ashwin, the imposing off spinner started, because before that he was there, but that series he dominated, became the player of the series, and so that's Chennai Test for probably stays with me.
Wouldn't it be poetic if Ashwin's find that it was Ben Stokes?
It would be. It would be. That's what even it would have been poetic if it was James Anderson as well, considering he's chasing his own 700. But yeah, I mean it is at some level.
It's poetic because Ashwin has to moon Stokes a lot of times for
Yeah.
people who are in film.
I think at some level you have to make it clear that it is at some level it is a privilege to watch the kind of athletes like Ashwin or Anderson do what they do best, as long as they have done, just to privilege to be in the same era, and that you can get to watch them, because that's why you are involved in this, whether it's sports writers or fans, or because you love the sport and you want elite athletes to do what they do. So that nothing beats that, and I think the only way to celebrate him is probably enjoy what he does on the field.
Interesting. On that note, you've reached the end of the show. Thanks for watching. As always, bye bye. Stay safe, and you will get more content from Gomesh when he begins his travel from the 13th or the 14th, I think. Bye.
Yeah.